I've been researching within the spellbook of fate to understand what the future holds from the Spirit of the Beast mini box. And today I have foreseen the future. So like and subscribe this video right now, and the Skull Servant will protect your room tonight. So listen, my boys, I've been taking a look at Spirit of the Beast. Clearly it is a pretty spicy little new set. There's lots of new cards in here, and I didn't really get a chance to do a proper review of these cards. Every single month, every single time these cards come out, everybody drops their opinions or reads the cards, and especially myself, I'll go through and read the cards and say, whoa, these cards is crazy. But you know what? I mean, I decided to just, give a more regular look. And now that I'm fully awake, I can actually tell you what I really think is broken about this set. So I'm going to tell you guys about the top 6 cards in this set. Why 6? Because I never miss. All right, so listen, my boys. First off, I'm going to start cheating. Instead of just telling you about the top 6, I'm going to lump a couple cards within to an archetype, because these cards have some archetype sets that I really think is really important and disgusting. So the first card I want to talk about is Yusenju cards. So Yusenju cards is this new archetype that has just come out. Pretty busted. They all have little spicy effects, and they bounce in and out of the hand. And of course they have extended plays with different field spells and whatnot. But what I want to point your attention to is 2 cards that is going to make this set. For some reason, when I remember when the 6 Sams first came out, a lot of people looked over 6 Sam Dual Wield. Then after 6 Sam Dual Wield was out about a week, everybody cried about it. And I remember seeing 6 Sam Dual Wield, and of the people that I saw and the videos that I saw and that I remember at the time, I think I was one of the only people saying, oh my God, 6 Sam Dual Wield is absolutely busted. But why that's relevant is because of this card. It's called Yusenju's Sword Swing. If you control no monsters, you can reveal up to 2 Yusenju monsters with different names in your hand and target the same number of face-up cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. You can only activate 1 Yusenju Sword Swing per turn. So this card is a dual wield, and this dual wield is an ultra rare in a mini box. So it's highly accessible. So Konami wants you to play it. Yusenju Sword Swing, and there's one other Yusenju card that we need to talk about called Yusenju's Secret Move. When a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, while you control at least 1 Yusenju card, all face-up monsters you control are Yusenju monsters. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So basically this deck rewards you for playing all Yusenju cards, and if you have Yusenju monsters on the field, this will allow you to pretty much negate anything. But because Yusenju monsters go back to the hand at the end of the turn, you think, oh man, I can't even really get this going. But they have this card clearly, Divine Wind of the Mist Valley, which basically says anytime a wind monster comes to the hand, you can special summon the wind monster from the deck. So with these cards in combination, if you for some reason have a Yusenju monster on board with the Yusenju's Secret Move, Yusenju's Secret Move will allow you to counter anything, and if they happen to, let's say, remove your monster, destroy Yusenju's Secret Move, or whatever the case may be, when your board is clear, similar to 6 Samurais, when they have 2 monsters and you kill 1, then they can flip dual wield. Once they kill the 1 monster and your board is clear and you have 2 cards in hand, they can activate Yusenju's Sword Sting. Yusenju's Sword Sting is going to bounce 2 cards. Sword Sting and Secret Move are very busted, and I think that these 2 cards is going to make this deck. Now, will Yusenju monsters be able to overcome everything that's coming out in this new meta? I'm not 100% sure. Also, this new meta is going to have a ton of OTK potential, which leads me into my number 2. Ritual Beast cards, or Ritual Beast quick play spells. This is what I'm talking about or alluding to when I say OTK potential, where cards like Ritual Beast Bond and Ritual Beast Return. So Return lets you banish a Ritual Beast monster in your hand, and then you can target a Ritual Beast monster that is banished and or in the graveyard and special summon it. and there's no limit to how many of these you can play per turn, which is pretty busted. But basically, any type of card that gives you a surprise attack can definitely be deadly in Duel Links. And then also we have Ritual Beast Bond, which is absolutely disgusting. Reminds me of Mass Change, for example. Banish 2 Ritual Beast monsters you control and special summon 1 Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning condition. So basically, Ritual Beast Ritual Beast Bond can allow you to special summon Ritual Beast Apelio. I don't even know, my boys. It's pretty busted. So far, this box is looking pretty good, because on one side you have Duelists for control, and on the other side you have Ritual Beast for quick attack, beatdown style decks. So far so good from this box, and that's my number 2. Now leading into number 3, Cristrons. These cards are going to be absolutely busted. You guys already know that I'm making some strides with the Crystron deck, and I've been using Thunder Dragons in combination with the Cristrons. Actually, they are going to marry even better in this set. There's a few cards that I feel like will work really well with this, and leading into my number 4 card is definitely going to be another card that's going to work well with the Thunder Dragon Crystron set. But we're going to look at this card first, because there's 2 cards for Cristrons in this box. There is a Crystron monster and a Crystron trap. That is disgusting. So this Crystron monster basically is a searcher. To sum up this college dissertation of text that it has, pretty much you can destroy 1 card on the field and special summon a Crystron tuner from your deck to the field. And if this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it to grab a Crystron monster from the deck and add it to your hand. So this card definitely is pretty busted, because of course it has 2 effects. Also, it's a 15/15, which I also like, so it can actually attack. And in terms of its effect, I mean, it's gonna be able to search your deck, and then also put tuners on the board to help your combos. Also, it's going to be able to destroy your Thunder Dragons to get the effects. So I mean, it's just a really good Crystron support card, but it's not the best Crystron support card that we have, because there is one more, and that card is called Crystron Impact, my boy. I'm going to change my channel to Crystron Impact, my boy. Throwback to back in the day, if you know what I mean, my boy. All right, Crystron Impact is absolutely disgusting. So pretty much what you do with this card, you target 1 of your banished Crystron monsters, special summon it to the field, and if your opponent controls any monsters, it turns their defense to 0. So that's just a random effect that I'm sure is relevant with maybe some other cards that I don't know about, but honestly, it's insult to injury in Duel Links. Randomly cut your opponent's monster's defense to 0, and then also special summon back your Crystron monster. And during either player's turn except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, when a Crystron monster is targeted, you can use the effect of Crystron Impact to negate that effect. So that is absolutely disgusting. You mean to tell me that this card provides protection, Never Miss Hazy style protection against any Crystron monsters? That is damn sexy. I mean, I can't really call it anything else other than that. And then also it's gonna allow you to special summon a banished Crystron monster. So in my mind, what that says to me is, I want to make sure that I'm getting my Crystron monsters banished somehow. And again, I haven't thought about that yet, but I want to be able to abuse Crystron Impact, because it's a very powerful card. So if you're using Crystrons, this is a card to use this time around, and it's going to help you make your plays against both Ritual Beasts and Yosinjus. But I would honestly say Yosinjus will probably be the deck to beat, with their negation that can easily be set up, and their bouncing that can easily keep you from making your plays. All right, so now we're finally off of these dual numbered cards. So this will definitely be my number 4. So my number 4 is gonna probably be an unlikely pick. Super Team Buddy Force Unite. So target 1 face-up monster on the field, special summon 1 monster from your hand or graveyard with the same original type, but with a different name. And if this card is destroyed while it's in your spell or trap zone, you can replace it with another one from your deck to the field. Now, I don't really know too much about that second effect. It's pretty interesting. Somebody could actually destroy it, and I mean, it's likely, but I don't feel like you should really run 3 of these. I feel like 2 if at the most. But honestly, this card is just like that Thunder Dragon card that allows you to special summon all those Thunder Dragon monsters back in one turn. And pretty much they have to all be the same name. But with this card, if I have a Thunder Dragon Roar on the field, I can summon a Thunder Dragon Hawk. Or if I have a Hawk on the field, I can summon a Roar, or vice versa. And I think with this card, even though it summons just pretty much one less monster, but because it can be used at any time, I think it's a perfect card for a deck like Thunder Dragons or any other deck that focuses in one particular type. You know, if your deck focuses and unites around one specific type, then I think Super Buddy Force Unite is going to be a pretty good addition to it. So that's like my number 4 for the top strongest cards in this mini box so far. Now here comes my number 5. Definitely something that you probably weren't expecting. Camera Clops. This man knows how to take a selfie. I'm sorry, I'll see myself out right now. Camera Clops, my boys. So this card is pretty spicy. It's gonna be one of those cards that's like, you're not really gonna see this in play anywhere, but you're gonna see it in play in an Unga Bunga deck, and it's gonna make you rage when they randomly clap you with this card. So this card says, if it attacks a face-up monster on the field, at the start of the damage step, destroy that monster, but its defense has to be higher than this card's attack. And this card has 1400 attack. So let's say, I'm just giving any given scenario, you're playing against somebody who's got Neos out and they've already exhausted, for whatever reason, the that damn spell card that just got limited. You know what I'm talking about. And let's say that card has already been used up. When that card is used up, Camera Clops can randomly clap Neos for no fucking reason, and people are gonna be raging. They're gonna be disgusted. I would rage if someone clapped me with Camera Clops, but it is a random card that can pretty much take anything. With 14 attack, it can pretty much kill anything in this game that is relevant, but except for the newest card, Altiapelio, because it's only got 400 defense, so you can't mess with this dude. So I mean, it's this Camera Clops is pretty good, and I think you're going to be seeing that card a lot. So here's my last card, my final card, my number 6 card for you boys, and it's Magnet Field. Now, why is this card my number 6 card? Because this field spell is broken. So pretty much what this field spell does, if you control a level 4 or lower earth rock monster, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster from the graveyard. That's busted. And also, if an earth rock monster battles an opponent's monster and the opponent's monster does not die, then that card is returned to the opponent's hand. So now this opens up the floodgates to playing Magnet Warrior. So this opens up the floodgate to playing Magnet Warrior Holy Guard. I believe based on how this card is worded, it goes around cards that can't be targeted. So this card is going to be able to bounce that card so you can get a free swing directly, and also this card allows you to get a free special summon. So this card is actually, I think, one of the most busted cards in the entire set, especially for Magnet Warriors. Magnet Warriors are not weak by any means. Magnet Warriors have been very, very formidable. And I feel like this is a card that could really put them over the edge to make them quote unquote meta. But we'll have to see, because, you know, Magnet Warriors is just a very strong, I mean, honestly, it's one of those high IQ decks that you just don't see often, because there's better options that require less brain power, honestly. So let me know what you think, my boys. Let me know what you guys think, and I appreciate you guys for watching. And as always, keep it gay.
They can't hide, we won't stop until they